Okay, so let's go ahead and make some changes to our styling within our style editor with our WordPress plugin. So right here we have our ParOne video player block. We don't like the way it looks. We want to change some of the styling. So, this is kind of set to default here, default and default. So let's make some changes to this. So in the ParOne plugin backend for WordPress, you'll see the settings. The feed is already here. This has already been set up. So now let's make some changes to the styling. So we're going to use this section right here, which we make the style changes, and then we copy and paste that JSON code to the custom video player style here. So let me walk you through that. So we're going to change the block, and the parts that we said we wanted to change would be the description style, the logo style, as well as the title style. So you'll have three independent elements to change, and that will type in CSS code to merge up together. So let's do that. So for the description, looking back here, I know one of the things we wanted to do was to just make it more in line with the font choices that we have here and color. So let's go ahead and type the color. We're just going to use our base color of A8, A8, A8. And then we're going to have a semicolon here. Our font size that we use throughout the site is 17 pixels. We'll go ahead and get that changed. And then for the font family, we use a font called ParOne's. So we're going to go ahead and use ParOne's. It's also a sans serif in case they don't have that installed. So we'll go ahead and get that. All right. So we've added now our player description style. Now we want to change the logo style. And for the logo, we felt the logo was a little small here. We want to make it bigger for our users. So we're going to add the width here to be 55% since it's set here at 6 rem and height of 4 rem. So for this, we want to have the width at 55% as well as the height of 55% instead of a rem. And then we also want to change the style here. We want to change the font, the color, the weight, and some other stuff. So let's do that. So here we're going to change the color. The title that we want the color to be is 333. We'll do a 6th version of that. The weight, right here we have the weight set to 800. So we want to have the weight changed to 700. And then we want to have the font family. And for other parts of the site, we use a font called Play Fair Display. So we're going to use that right there. We're going to drop a semicolon in there. And then for the font size, we want to change this to 56 pixels. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have now made all of these changes. Now what we're going to do is click to copy these styles. So now we have stored that into our copy. We go to our custom video player and we paste it. So this will paste all of the styling that we want. You'll have to do these all at once right now. And so anytime you want to make a change, you'll need to type all of these in again. So before you do that, make sure you copy this before you begin. So you want to click Save Changes. Once you hit Save Changes, you go here and you refresh the page. Perfect. Now we've changed the font, got to the right colors. We go down here, the logo's bigger, and we have the font and styling that we want on the other part of our site. And that's it. That's all you do. And you can simply just drop down the tag type to change it if you're using the carousel or the playlist. And every single one of these will have the proper sections to change.